Greetings, Battle Brothers. Sorry for being so late. My apologies. I needed to grab a little snacky snack before we started, so I apologize that, yeah. I apologize that it took me longer than I was expecting to go grab the snack. We sure have this all good. Oh, and Shadow, thank you so much for the... Wait. Oh no, okay, that was the other day. I was like, well, what? Did I miss bits already? I already thanked you for those. But thank you again. Nothing wrong with thanking you twice, so thank you twice. Thank you. Yeah. Not fixed. I'm not muted, right? I'm paranoid that I'm muted now. There we go. Fixed. I hope everyone is doing well. There's the hand. I exist. I'm not just here. But the snack is right there on the screen. Where? No, it's just Steve. Well, that's not Steve, per se. Oh! Oh my gosh. Soko got the Riz. He's got the Riz. He's got the Riz. That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. One moment while I eat my snacky snack. Oh. I woke up and I was very hungry. Which is weird, but I didn't eat a lot yesterday, so you know. The showrunner of the family reunion says hi. I say hi back. Thank you, Laminus. I say hi. I hope you're doing well. And I hope Lam is not giving you too much trouble. Do I have any interest in Silk Song? So I've wanted to play Hollow Knight. But I never like made the time to play it, and I wasn't keeping tabs on when they were coming out with their next game. So I just I would like to play it. I might play it after everything kind of dies down, because it looks like a cool game, and I've heard lots of really good things about it. I just don't know if I'll play it right now while everyone's all like really busy. Hollow Knight stream confirmed? Yeah, maybe in the future. I just don't know if I should do it right now when everyone and their mom is doing Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Sorry, snack is good, so it's making me happy. Just a few more bites. Most people are avoiding spoilers for Silk Song. I don't even know the premise of Hollow Knight. Other than that, I think the character for Silk Song is a princess. That's like all I know, I think. I'm not sure if she's a princess either, but like, she's someone special that I think you rescue at some point, but that's all I know. Oh, Babbling Prophet, thank you so much for the 14 months of support. It's been a minute, got lost in the warp, gonna be here till I go to work. Well, yay! We're just hanging out right now because I need to munch and crunch. And then we'll get into it. Well, okay, what do you guys think of the new, so YouTube, you don't have them because YouTube, has like a different method for their, No! 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 My snack! It fell on the floor! No! No! Yeah, I do believe in the 5-second rule. Thankfully, it fell, like, to the left, so, like, that's not where my feet are all the time, so it's, like, I could probably get away with eating it. I'm so sad. We can salvage this. We can salvage this. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, I don't know which. I have some French fries in this. This is like leftovers. I don't know. I forget which ones touch the floor now. Why would you want me to suffer? How dare you? You would feel very sad if your snack fell on the floor, and I would feel sad for you. Why would you say that? That's so mean. Okay, I guess we're done. Okay, I guess we're done with the snack. It's just extra flavor. Kind of. Kind of. Okay, well, that was snack then. I guess that's it. It was mostly fries. It was mostly fries, so that's good. Yay. So I completely missed when you started the stained glass art. What made you want to start playing with glass? So this isn't glass, actually. This is, it's called gallery glass. I saw it at the store. Well, I kind of researched it because I saw someone making like faux stained glass art. So basically, you have this color and it's like, it comes out and it's like a liquid. And then it dries over the course of 24 hours and it creates like stained glass. So for example, this is one that got made. So you can kind of see part of it is like see-through. The purple ended up being interesting and it kind of got muddy and dark. So that made me sad. But that's okay. If your room is, well. So this was probably a month ago or so. I made a giant sanguineous one. Let me grab it. I moved it. This art was done by J Flair. And so I asked him if I could use it. It's there. And you could see how big it is. You see my hands. It's gonna go on my PC. So anyways. Back. So that was like kind of like the first couple things I did. So today, honestly, I was like, I put this on my schedule and I was like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this. And now I'm like, oh, I don't know. So there's a couple things. I was thinking about doing like the lines before. But like, I was like, oh gosh, that's gonna take me forever. So what I was probably gonna do is that I was gonna do the outline of the window on this side, and then I wanted to do a big Steve in the middle. I wanted to do a big Steve in the middle, which I'll probably have to freehand. if we're being honest, which may or may not look good at all. But we're gonna try our best. So I think I was gonna do an outline here so I knew where the window was gonna sit, and then go from there. And sorry, Fresh Cut, I'm sorry that you're feeling down today. Well, I hope we could just relax and hang out and just chat with people. Looks like it's acrylic based. Well, it's not. It's more like it's well, it says here water based. You can't read that. But it's like a Mod Podge. So, I don't know if you could realistically swap them out. I have not tried that. But there you go. Yeah, the stained glass art that I made with Sanguinius, it is pretty big. Okay, so let's get... Okay. I'm gonna set you over here. I'm gonna see if we can just get this. Doesn't need to be perfect at the moment. I just need to get it so I can get the peak in the right spot. I did that. The thick line. Okay. No, it definitely does have like a thickener, but I'm letting you know it like smells like a Mod Podge. So, and Mod Podge, if you've ever like worked with it, regular Mod Podge, it's also made by the same company who makes Mod Podge Plaid. If you take Mod Podge and you like swirl it on an acrylic surface, it dries in that clear, but so it dries kind of clear, but it has like a texture to it, depending on how you do it. So I'm sure it does have a thickening agent. I just don't know if it's exactly what you're thinking of, because I can't read your mind right now. That should be good. I don't need to go crazy. Oh wait, did I? I'm gonna need to peel up the film. Because I didn't... I'm pretty confident I didn't peel up this whole layer. 1 second. At least I thought that was the case. Now I'm not sure. No, it's still on there. I can see it. Where's that on the bottom? It's on the bottom. Maybe it's on the top. It's fine. Or can I? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't tell you. Slide this over so it's not directly under my light, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. There, that's better, isn't it? Where to move the heart to? Okay. I want this. I'm thirsty. Hi Cam, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Let me get my practice sheet out. Fish. These are all my colors. They're not going to be very organized. I'm just going to shove them up here. There we go. Okay, let's see here. The trick with this is you want it to be consistent, so there's like an air bubble in there. And you want to hold, if you're doing this, you can find these at craft stores. You want to hold the tip about like 1/4 inch above the page to get a more consistent flow, but I'm just trying to clear it to make sure it's not like too gunky, because I haven't used this in several weeks. I'm just making sure that the nozzle doesn't have any blockages. You can see it was for the most part consistent there. Yes, Cam, I'm working very hard. Last test, I think. Got it. There we go. And that's what I'm looking for. So I have a really big one that I'll be using for this arch. And then I have a finer tipped one that we'll use for the smaller details. Okay. Well, no time like the present. Give me one moment while I try to get this straight. Oh, it's a little crooked. Fine. Whew. Whew. Sorry. It takes a lot of focus. It's fine, it adds character. I don't want character. I want perfection. Sounds like an Emperor quote. Or like a Fulgrim type quote. Now I'll get over with the... Actually, I'm gonna do this now. There's a little inconsistency. Alright, this last edge... Oh, actually, I want to blend this corner. So this will have to dry for like 24 hours. But I at least want to have this down. Okay. This one in theory should be like easier. The microphone, it's blocking my arm. Ooh, it's not gonna match up, but that's okay. Yeah, it's not gonna look quite the same, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, so I've seen a lot of the stuff where it's like, things get broken and you repair it with a precious material. But this is not the same thing. If I was making pottery and I broke it, then I would do that. This is like... Those are things that are like that they were great before and then they were broken and then you can make them prettier as a result. This is like, this is the first time doing this. I'm not gonna break this in half. So this is a different kind of situation. And if I have a preference, I want to get it done right the first time. And this is good enough. I'm not going to get too picky about it. It's just the outside layer and all the little details will get filled in and it'll get lost in the void. But if I have a preference... Okay. Rogel Dorn would be proud. I mean, I appreciate that sentiment. I'm not trying to please Rogel Dorn though. Okay, so we'll just leave that there. And then I was going to... I think we're going to need to sketch up what we're going to have the big Steve look like, because I want to work on him rather than trying to do all this again, which I could do. I'm not feeling it. I need to... I don't think I have printer paper in here. I'm going to go grab it really fast. I will be right back. I have returned. Okay, we might slide this all the way off to the side so I don't like get anywhere close to messing up. Oh, I just flipped out. Okay, can we not do that? You just stay upright, thank you. Okay. So, just need to be careful and like not touch some of this, because it needs 24 hours to like completely dry. But it'll start drying now if we just leave it alone. Let me just do a quick. Just moved in and everything, but we're gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna make a mark. Here. Here. Okay. That should be good enough for what I'm trying to do. Okay. My ruler. Where's my ruler? Oh, it's under here. Okay, sorry, we're setting up the paper. We're getting ready. So it's not gonna be perfect. This is just kind of the vibe. There are lies in this chat. Who's lying? Who's lying in my chat? I must address this immediately. Who is lying? I'm seeing there's a mixture. I'm seeing some Revens, I'm seeing some Sokos. Who's the liar here? I will be Judge Judy. What is going on here? State your cases nice and simple, otherwise I will throw you out of my courtroom. What is your disagreement? Why are we fighting? Yes, tell me your cases. What are your grievances against one another? And my own mods. Ugh, shameful. Like that, dude. There. Soko is sus. Clips can confirm this. Okay. Okay. And what did Soko say? Soko, are you lying about being sus? There seems to be evidence against you, confirming your sussiness. Shadow Revit, I have heard your side of the story. No more from you, sir. No more from you. I am not sus, I'm Roman Catholic. That's not an argument. What evidence do you have that you are not sus? You guys type that out while I get pictures of Steve ready. Let's see. And so, if you think your rationale is good, you're going to need to have to take some time and explain it. Explain it further. Okay, this one. The other one is over here. There he is. Okay. We'll put Steve up on the screen. One second. I do not see any information typed out. I'm expecting a prompt response. I'm getting Steve on the page. Say hi to Steve. I was raised by a Catholic school system. Yikes. I could never be sus. Given what I at least am aware of, that is not always the case. It looks like we're going to have to hold another hearing where I review this video evidence to determine if Soko is sus. Actually, I'll keep that one in there. Alright. Don't need this right now, so we're gonna draw over here. Okay, so I have this picture of our good old buddy boy Steve. The best servo skull to ever exist. He is truly the Emperor's finest. Alright. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna make our Steve, and we're gonna kind of make him similar to these skulls, but like, he's gonna be bigger. That's why we're doing this all in pencil. I'm not much of an artist, so a lot of this will be a lot of big shapes, and then in the end, I'll just kind of decide where I want some of these lines to go. So, let's see. If we're looking at this, we want Steve to kind of be up in the middle of the page with his halo. So I'm thinking we're gonna have like Steve here, So he's gonna be a big skull. Don't worry, this is a sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, we're gonna block out the shapes. I'm no professional artist. I don't really draw. I attempted to learn drawing, but other things got in the way of me like sitting down and like practicing every day. So we're doing our best. And then I'm gonna pull up this picture so I can see this one. I have another angle that someone drew of Steve that I'm gonna also use as a reference to help me. So he won't be like a perfect... He's gonna probably have like a similar... So he's gonna have that skull look, so we're gonna give him more of like the cheekbone. So it'd be more like a mushroom shaped. Like a Mario mushroom. We'll smooth out his head. Not gonna be too much of a... Be so pointy at the top. I've always kind of prided myself on having like decent like first time like sketches. Like I'm not like I said, I'm not like a drawing type artist, but like I at least have like a general idea of like what the shapes I want like to look like and everything. So I'm at least decent at like getting the shapes I want. Well, no, so I was so to clarify, Bowman, what I was doing was that I would just take here. No, actually, I don't want to show you. I don't. I have these little daily calendars. So it's Pusheen. I got it from my sibling, which is kind of funny because so I got this calendar, was it 2024? I got a Pusheen calendar, and I was like, I'm not really a Pusheen kind of girl. Pusheen is very cute, don't get me wrong. I'm just not Pusheen. But here's the thing, you know what I discovered? No, it's not Fruit Cat, it's Pusheen, but this one is like, let me find one of just Pusheen. Here, Pusheen. So basically I would just take one of these pages and like sketch on it. And so I just do like a quick 15-20 minute doodle. That's all I was gonna do. Where it was like 15-20 minutes, I draw something new. I don't know who that is, it doesn't matter. And so I save these pages because I used to throw them away, but then I saw someone who had a daily calendar keep them as like notepads. They're super useful. I use them a lot. I have a huge stack of them because, you know. But so the reason why I love the Pusheen calendar now is because I would find out, I really like boba, but I don't want to get it all the time. But I discovered that, that every so often, usually like every 2 months, the Pusheen calendar has Pusheen drinking a boba. And I have decided that those are the boba days. So I usually don't get boba unless it's like a group setting. So I go get boba on the days that Pusheen gets boba. So I went earlier I mean, you can see this from like 2 days ago. I went and got boba. So I asked my sibling for the daily calendar again because I really liked it. Now, to clarify, I don't get every single snack that Pusheen eats. Pusheen eats a lot of snacks. So I only get the boba, but there are some times where Pusheen's eating pizza. I'm like, wow, that sounds really good right about now. So, like, oh, okay, so here's yesterday's Pusheen with a cookie. I don't go get a cookie, I just think it's cute. And then I save it. If I don't find it particularly cute, I just put it in my pile. So then here's today. Pusheen's Guide to Naps. I ate too much, gradual and predictable. Power nap, short and effective. Sunny spot, pleasant and warm. And what day is it? Dazed and confused. I'm this one a lot. Yeah. So that is my Pusheen calendar, and I just use them as like, I have a huge stack. So you see these are from the past year or so, past 8 months. Lots of them. Still don't get the appeal of boba. It nearly what? Well, well, yeah, well that's the work friend didn't explain what it was. But how does that mean it doesn't appeal to you? I can understand that you'd be put off by it because you know, your mom almost almost was yeeted from yeeted from existence. How do I articulate this? Had a problem with it. But what you said you don't understand the appeal and then gave it someone else's experience. You should articulate it in why you don't see the appeal. If it was because it almost like took out your mom, it's weird and different and not water and orange juice, well, that's like all you drink. No, Shadow, that's not proof of Soko being sus. You're taking it too far. That's not proof of Soko being sus. I could actually see a way it would actually be like not sus. Okay. So he's got these like headphoney things. Never really thought about trying to make them in like stained glass form, but we're going to do the halo, which I think we'll try to keep it. It's gonna be a little taller than his head, which is fine. This is going to be one interesting stained glass piece, trying to do it by hand. But I think it'll be fun. Pusheen calendar boba timer is the cutest thing I've heard all week. Thank you, Tiny Ghost. I appreciate it. So I've saved all of them. It's a little embarrassing to admit. Hang on. A lot of... I noticed with the Pusheen calendar, it's a lot of like repeated ones, like even across the years, so... This was from last year. This is when I discovered that they did this. So these are the ones from last year. They do it every 2 months at about the same time. Yeah, so you can see the one I have here. Well, it's actually interesting. This is the one from March. There was one in May. I think I set it down somewhere. May of last year. May of this year, sorry. So you see these are like the same. And then this one is the same here. So sometimes it's different, but they didn't, I was really sad they didn't have one for July. And so I was like waiting patiently for my boba day, and then I was like getting impatient, so I started flipping through the July and August, and I was like, there's no boba day in July or August. I was so sad. I was like, what? No. I just don't want to get I don't want to get boba all the time because it's like not like super healthy, even though it's really good. I'm putting it up. July is a good boba month. I mean, it kind of balanced out because I was out of town and I got boba. I think I got boba while I was out of town, but there's a local place I go to that I really like, and they have amazing boba, and I was really craving their boba, and I was like, man, I gotta stick with this. Am I gonna do Pusheen stained glass? Probably not, because I'm like, even though I like Pusheen more now, but like, I can't say I like Pusheen so much that I'm gonna do like a whole separate stained glass situation. It looks like Steve is wearing headphones. Oh my gosh. He's such a zoomer. Steve is such a zoomer with his headphones. His Beats headphones. Beats by Drake. I already limit myself to 2 orange drinks a week at most, let alone losing cat calendars. Well, to be honest, I wasn't getting boba all the time, but I would probably get it once every 2 weeks. But it was still like, they're still expensive. They're definitely like a novelty and like an extra special little treat. So this was nice because I was like, oh, this is a great way to pace like my ability to, you know, my desire to drink a lot of boba tea. Worked out. It worked out. A 40k Pushing calendar? Okay, be kind of cute though. That'd be really cute. I learned a lot about Pushing from this calendar because I found out Pushing had siblings because, you know, I don't follow the Pushing, I don't follow the fandom, if you call it that. I don't know. I don't follow it closely. So, I found out about Pushing's family. There's a sloth that's, I think, here, like, I don't know, who is this sloth? This sloth just shows up. The sloth has a name. I've forgotten the name because I don't care for the sloth. There's some days where it's just the sloth on the calendar, and I'm like, this is lame. No, I don't follow the Pushing extended universe. Let's see, is there... We've got rainbow cats. Look at that potato. Oh my gosh, this is me. There's also some, it's really funny, I don't know where they are in here, but it's like plans for the weekend and Pushing's on a computer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. I'm like, that's what I'm doing this weekend. I've never tried bubble tea. Is it good? Yes, Commander Vero, I really like bubble tea. There's a couple different ways you can get it. You can get a milk tea. That's usually the most like common one you'll see. It's a milk tea, and then it has like little tapioca pearls, so they're little tiny black balls of tapioca. Sometimes they're called honey boba, which is when I personally think they're the best. They have like the best sweetness. So it'll be a milk tea. It'll either be green or black milk tea with those honey boba, or the tapioca pearls. That's your standard. You can get some that are like matcha, that have different flavors. I don't really prefer those, but let's see, what's the one that he has here? Pushing's a she. Matcha, I think, is purple. I forget what the green is. I don't know. Yes, I'm acquainted Pushing, but with Pushing, but we're not like close friends. You're right. But there's also, if you're not a huge fan of those tapioca pearls, do you guys know about like the flavor pearls? They, you know, they look like Orbeez. And as an American, you might know what Orbeez are, but they're basically tiny, like, they're like clear balls, and they have like color in them, but in this case they're like fruit flavored, so you can get like strawberry, watermelon, you can get a bunch of flavors. You could get like a standard, like if you want something more refreshing, you could get like a green tea or like a peach tea, and then get the flavor pearls in there, and they're similar. Orbeez aren't just an American thing. Well, I clarified because I know I saw Orbeez when I was a kid, but like I can't assume that everyone else knows what Orbeez are, which is why I said it that way, because I definitely saw commercials for Orbeez when I was a kid. I'm hearing edible water balloon. Honestly, it's kind of like that. They pop in your mouth. They're either called like poppers, so you can do that too, and those are really good. Oh, matcha is green. Purple is, oh, what is it? Matcha is the green. Purple is taro. Purple is taro. Thank you. I don't prefer either. Matcha's okay. I don't really like taro all that much. It's fine, but I won't get a drink like that. Thank you for correcting me. But anyways, so you can do that too, which there's some days that's like the boba I get because it's like hot outside and I want something that's like more refreshing, whereas the other kind with the milk tea is a lot more sweet. So matcha's more of a spring green, less a mint green. That's fair. That's completely fair. I think they just drew Pusheen with the mint green. So many evenings cleaning them up after my sister spilt them all over the place. Well, why didn't did your sister help you clean them up? Or were you the only one cleaning it up? It sounds silly if you were the one cleaning it up when she spilled it. That's just me, though. This is gonna be like Sanguinius's Halo. I was the only one cleaning it up. You gotta figure out your family situation, dude, because that's messed up. You're an eldest sibling too, boss, you know the drill. Yeah, but I don't take crap. I don't take crap like that. There are times where, like if my sibling spilt something, like, I will be helpful and I will help them pick it up. But, like, I don't take crap like that where it's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna pick it up. If a sibling, like, spilt them and is like, oh my gosh, I'm, like, late for school, I'd be like, don't worry, I got you. But I'm not taking that if they like, no. Can you try being an only child? That's I'm not taking that crap. Yeah, you shouldn't need to do that. You might, I don't know your situation, Soko, but you might need to put your foot down in some ways. I've heard a couple stories. You might need to put, it's not the same over here as it is for you Americans. I think in some ways it can be similar. Like, I would absolutely help my siblings if needed, but, like, that is a different situation. How old is your sibling? I thought she was a teenager. If she's a teenager, she's 100% capable. So, frankly, I think... But parents kind of force your hand. Well, yeah, I mean, I am also an oldest sibling, so I understand there are some things where you are kind of forced into doing stuff, but, like, she was a kid when this happened. Yeah, I'm sorry. As if I was your mom, I'd be like, you pick this up too. Like, unless you're, like, a toddler and it doesn't make sense, but even then, like, still, I'm not gonna let my eldest clean it all up unless there was, like, something insane happening. No, I'm sorry, man. That's really messed up. That shouldn't be happening. I suggest you put your foot down on a couple things. I've heard Christmas is coming up in a couple months. I know the stories about Christmas. I think you should talk to your parents. But that's probably a private conversation. I got a little bit upset when I heard that. I was like, really? That's so stupid and messed up. It's gotten to the state where I do most things because it's easier than my parents fighting with my siblings more. Well, have you considered that your siblings aren't improving as people because they're not having discussions with your parents? I mean, if you want your siblings to be better people, there's got to be a point where you stop letting bad behavior happen. And you're not their parent, so that should not fall on you, which is unfortunate because it seems like you might have to put your foot down on some things in order to make sure you are fine. And I've done everything you've suggested before, it just doesn't work. We'll talk later. I think you just need to be especially firm, or you could just move out, but easier said than done. That's much easier said than done. My siblings are lost causes? I don't think so. I don't know your siblings, but I don't necessarily think they're lost causes. And I do not want to draw these little wavy things. Ugh. Eh. Okay. Because it's like, I had it good and then I had to erase it because it wasn't big enough. I'm not saying be cruel to your siblings, but I'm saying there's a time and place where you have to be like, look, I'm tired. I'm tired and fed up of this. And I know it's easier said than done, and I especially recognize that I don't know anything about the situation, so I don't know what actually would work as well as you do. But I care, I care, so I feel the need to say, you gotta put your foot down sometimes. Sometimes you need to be a stubborn American. No. This is important. I care. So. But we will get back to it, because I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But I think there is hope. Okay. So Steve has 5 little waves. I did not want to try to sketch them all out by hand. And then he has these little... We're gonna see how well this goes. So he just has the 4 little pieces. Probably a little taller. Just be a stubborn American. That is the answer. And sometimes, you know what, it works. It works sometimes. Not gonna be perfect, but that's okay for a sketch. We'll get it, we'll clean it up in post-production. Okay. They're all about the same size. Excuse me. There. At best, I can do is keep the moral high road of being the most helpful and agreeable child. We're gonna talk later. We're gonna talk later. I have a couple questions, but I don't want you to feel like you gotta answer them here in such a public setting. No. 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 It may be a generational issue, but it stops with you. It stops with you. I hate seeing that, and there's nothing wrong with saying, like, it's been a problem in the past. But you have to say it stops with you. I can't get into it, because it's a little too personal. But there are some generational issues in my family. And there's stuff where it's just been a series of bad relationships, including some of my stuff. But there's a certain point, it's like, yes, this has happened, but you've got to decide that you are going to be the one who fixes the problem. And sorry, I'm really passionate about this. I'm really passionate about it. It's like, this is where the line is drawn. The relationship I have with, like, you know, what I hope to have, like, my future kids is, like, gonna be different from the relationships that came before me. Sorry, I'm really passionate about that because of personal experience. Sorry. It's just like, no. So far, I'm doing that by not having kids. Does that count? I mean, you're not solving the problem. Your reasons for having kids are completely your own, but I don't think you're necessarily solving the problem by not having kids. And you don't have to have kids. But, when you think of it that way, it's like, he's not really, like, I'll be older than my mom was whenever I do have, like, Soko Juniors. Well, that's not a problem. As a guy, it's a lot easier. Like, as a girl, not so much. But as a guy, you see those stories where 70-year-olds have kids? Like, I'm not saying you should be that guy, but, like, those people do exist. I'm not saying it's the right way to do things. It is just, like, guys have a lot more flexibility than girls when it comes to, like, having kids. Yeah, Soko, and you just proved you have the Riz. Yeah. Yeah, women are a little different. You kind of, like, need to be done having kids. Definitely before you're 40, but probably by 35, you gotta, like... They call it high risk. Because you're older. Where's my Sanguinius poster? Am I saying the boss is lying? What? Huh? What? What? Well, the issue is you're trying to riz people online. You gotta riz them in person. Okay, I see what I need to do. Sanguinius's Halo is very similar to Steve's. Well, Steve's is very similar to Sanguinius's. Let's put it that way. Sanguinius came first. So I was referencing the other art. Okay. Let me just sketch it over here, and then I will... So... Okay. Seduce-me. That's what I get with Babbling Prophets, like, riz me. You gotta riz in person. Rizzing in person is much more effective, I can confirm. It does present a whole other issue, because that means you gotta go find someone in person. But rizzing is much more effective when you're doing it in person. I wasn't trying to riz 90% of the people I have, that's the issue. Wait a second. We just said you had riz, and you're like, well, if you've seen, like, my stuff, then you would say I wouldn't. And I'm like, well, you weren't trying, but you still rizzed them. So... you just have the riz aura. So, what are you talking about, man? You've got this. You got this in the bag. Like... Huh? No, I mean that I've rizzed more people than I can count. So look, it can be done. Can be done. I don't know what your argument is. Can you explain what your argument is? Because I feel like I've completely misunderstood what you were trying to say. It's a little fatter. Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah, what is your argument? We've all decided today is a therapy session. Can't remember what we were talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Today's group therapy day. I am not a therapist. I cannot give you actual, like... I cannot give you actual advice. Like, don't... For legal reasons, I'm not a therapist. I'm not offering actual advice. I am giving you my take on things. As As if I was a friend listening to your situation. This needs to be at a... Once I figure this out, then we'd be good, but I just can't get the angle, because... Is that it? Is that the vibe? I think that's the vibe. I think that's it. I think it needs... Yes, go seek an actual therapist. I am not a therapist. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at it. I've had conversations with people and they'll say something stupid, or I think it's stupid, like, well, I want to do this. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And like, there's a difference between like gently saying, hey, I don't think that's a good idea, but sometimes I get so irritated because I'm like, why would you do that? That sounds so stupid. And it's not helpful at all. Yes, I can offer an opinion, not treatment. That's a great way to put it. Oh, Nova Floresca, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Am I now gonna get my... This will help my fund a degree to get a therapy license. I'm kidding, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I think I have good advice, but I'm a bit brash. Not brash. I'm a little too on the nose. I'm a little too mean about it sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of dumb. I had a situation, oh, I should have read it a little bit better. I was really annoyed. Sibling wanted advice because they were going on a date. And so I was like, okay, and then I like got context for why sibling wanted to go on a date. And I was like, okay, this is fine, whatever. And then like it took like such a sharp turn. And I can't really explain it in a simple manner, but I was like, there's no good way to explain it, but like sibling was like going on a date for the wrong reasons, and I was like, dude, like, why are you doing this? You don't even like this person you're gonna go on a date with. You already don't think you like them, and like, so why would you like put yourself through that? They're like, well, I want the experience, and I'm like, this is not how you get the experience. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. And then I was like, it was clear they did not want to hear my opinion. They just wanted me to say, yeah, go ahead, sibling. Go do that thing. Like, good luck to you. But like, I was like, no, this is a bad idea. Why would you do this? Why are you gonna make this person drive to go like meet up with you for a few hours if you already don't think you're gonna work out? Oh gosh, it was so bad. I was like, sibling, I didn't tell them this, but I was like, sibling, you're being a little toxic right now. Like, I was like, this is so bad. No, I know, it was a terrible excuse. Like, it was like, if it was a person that they were interested in, but they were like, I asked them, I said, hey, like, what are the odds that you like get to a follow-up date? What are the odds? Okay, like that's important. Like maybe your current conversations haven't been really great, but like, what are the odds that like you go on a second date? And what did they say? They said, so what are the odds you go on a second date with this person? And they're like, 5%. I'm like, why are you doing this? It was so bad. I was like, dude, like, if you're gonna go to this date, you've got to have like a blank slate. Like everything else you two have talked about, you've got to go in on a clean slate. Give this person an honest chance. Give this person an honest chance. And it was, oh gosh, it obviously didn't go anywhere. No, I know, and it was so surprising because like I watched the cognitive dissonance happen in like real time, because I was like, okay, this is what like you should probably do, because at first I thought, oh, it's just someone that they're not really sure about, and I'm like, oh, that's fine, it's okay if you're not sure. But then it was like, no, I'm like really sure I don't want to be with them. I just want the experience. And I'm like, that's not how you do it. Oh gosh. Anyways, I shouldn't get into it. But I was like, dude, this is a little messed up. I won't lie. I feel bad for this person you're meeting up with. Like, this is not good. Like, oh, it's a little embarrassing having you as my sibling right now. So, anyways. Yeah, you can get experience by dating someone you actually like, yeah. I'm shocked that did not go anywhere. Wow. Well, and we talked, dude, oh gosh, it was so, it was funny because I knew Sibling did not talk to my parents about this, which they don't need to. Sibling is an adult and can do whatever they want. But I was like 100%, I was like, I know you haven't talked to our dad about this, because if you had, you would be like smacked upside the head. Not actually, but like my dad would have been like the same thing. He would have said the same things I did, and I was like, I know you didn't talk to them because you knew what the answer was gonna be. You wanted me to placate you, and you wanted me to say, oh yeah, go for it, like, have fun. I'm like, no. I know, and I think they did talk to them after the fact. And I was like, yeah, okay. But I don't even think they were completely honest about the reasoning. Oh, Aromolis, thank you so much for the 3 months of support, man. Thank you. 5%, let's go gambling, baby. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so funny though, because Sibling is like genuinely like a cool person, and I like them a lot, and not just because like they're my sibling. Like I genuinely think they're cool, and I think they will find someone. But like I was like, man, that was a choice, and you did not have to do that, but here we are. So I was so surprised, because I admire Sibling, because Sibling is like really intelligent, really smart. In a way, like, both Sibling and I are smart, but the way I would describe our intelligence is different. Sibling is, like, naturally, like, gifted, lots of brain power, whereas, like, for me, I kind of, like, I think I've said this before, but, like, I will work really hard, and I will, like, figure something out, if it doesn't come, like, intuitively to me. But so I'll work really hard to figure it out, whereas a Sibling doesn't necessarily have to do that. Which, that's not a big deal, it is what it is, but I admire Sibling because they can just, like, they're just naturally pretty intelligent. So when this happened, I was like, are you an idiot? It's like, huh? Who are you? Who is this person? Really funny, though. I have not done an IQ test. I don't know if I want to do that. A little lower, so... Okay. The shape is wrong now. Anyways. Turns out the head was not doing the thinking. Which one? Anyways, yeah, no. Thinking was not happening that day for Sibling. There's actually, like, probably a span for about, like, 2 to 3 weeks we didn't talk to each other. I got really angry on the phone. I got really angry. We didn't talk to each other for, like, 2 to 3 weeks. They did not want to talk to me. They sent me an update in a text form. And gosh. They did another thing. I won't get into the details, but they did another thing during the date I told them not to do, and I gave them a good reason why, and it was like, it's a legit reason. And they're like, well, I don't need to, like, why should I don't need to worry about that. That's not gonna happen. I'm like, you're right, it might not happen, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you're gonna do this thing, you don't do it in person, okay? And then they did it, and they told me, and I was like, you're so, oh my gosh, like, it got to the point where they just wanted to, like, do everything I told them not to do. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted. I can't draw this one. Like, this one looks great. Can I copy it over? Like, that's what I want right now, because I can't get the shape. I like the way this looks, but I can't get it on... I'm gonna get the ruler out. I think that'll help. Sorry. Okay. Like 1 centimeter. Gonna be two. Yeah, it's too steep. I think that's the problem. It's too steep. That's better. I can do that when it's on the stained glass. Oh no, you're right. I could do that. But I would have to untape it because I have to tape this in place so it doesn't like move. Maybe I'll come back to this. Let me see if I can draw this one. And if I can draw this one, then we'll call it good. So, like 100 degrees and 50. Okay. Trace the shape on another piece of paper, make the template so it's exactly across the board. Oh, that would be smart too. You see, I don't draw very often. That's a great idea. Let me finish this one and then we'll do that. I also think a problem is that this thickness isn't the same. So we might do that. I don't know how I'm gonna trace it. When I don't have, like, unless I can do it this way. 1 second. This is gonna be a little... There. Okay. Well, but how do I get it? Yeah, well, how... I don't have to do it like this. So we're gonna remove these. Let me get... Do I have a marker? I guess I'll get the Sharpie out. My younger brother... the contrarian, my younger brother's one, and he has made bad decisions. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. Oh, I don't want the yellow one. I wanted the purple one. The green one also works. This is fine. Yeah, it's not always the case because sibling will make a lot of smart decisions. And it's like, oh, awesome. I'm glad like you figured that out and you did that thing. But it was like with this specifically, I was like, dude, man, like, what is wrong with you? Oh, Necromancer's Palette, thank you so much for the 3 gift subs and for oh, I didn't realize those were bits too. Thank you, Necromancer's Palettes, for the 50 bits as well. Thank you. I'm using your method now. Oh, I can see that a lot better. That's really great. Now I can't see over my own scribblings. Little did you know, you're actually getting an art stream from me. And I'm not even a drawer. It's hard to tell because I've already... There, that's me. Okay. That one is close. It's not the same, but you know what? I can live with it. This is so much better. Thank you for the suggestions. This is so much better than what I was doing. I was trying to make it work, and it was not working. That one looks weird, though. Why does that one look so weird? I think it's because it's... Oh, I see. I think I can fix that. I need to redo it. It's, the angle's a little off. There we go. I'll get the other ones. This will be fun because this is my first like stained glass art. So it's like, ooh, we're gonna be fancy. Oh shoot. Guys, I just noticed something. I think Steve's halos go in different directions. I think it's better to keep them in one direction. What do we think? One direction, or do we flip it? Yeah, do we have to, should we flip it, or do you think it's okay if they're in one direction? What do we think? Cause now I'm like, oh man. It's not gonna be hard. I'll just make sure this side's like really. Yeah, I was thinking one direction might be, like, going them in one direction is probably, like, easier. It might look more cohesive. I don't know. Yeah, but it's not like, then it's gonna look like a dopey triangle. Like, I think it can look cool, but it'll end up looking more like a dopey triangle, I think, and I think it won't look as, like, good as we want it to. Yeah, I think it'll still be like a triangle, though. I think I'm just gonna stick with the same direction. Just because, just for cohesion purposes, it's just gonna look better. Boom. Steve. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh. This back in. Boop, 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 boop. Good enough. Doesn't look half bad for now. We're gonna do the face. Oh, I kept him very big. Let's fix that. Back to size. Yes, very. It's he's got a. I don't know. What was it? I had an idea for Steve, and I gave like the ideas to a couple different artists, and there were some where it's like they couldn't like pull off exactly what I was like looking for. Then I went to Jay and I said, "Hey, this is kind of the vibe," and then like he did the rest. Because there were some people that I think people made 3D models of Steve, but I don't remember at what point that was. But I wanted my own design, and I wanted him to have this kind of radiant looking halo because I think it looks neat. So, there's that. Okay, so now we need to do the facial stuff on the eyes. For the paint, I was just gonna do a different color and just do a couple different like. So I wasn't gonna do anything like specific. Okay, cheekbones. I should be here-ish. If I'm gonna draw a regular skull, here, probably a little lower. Eyes need. His eyes aren't going to be exactly like this. I'm just trying to make sure my skull proportions are correct. So he's going to have his iconic. Got the little triangle nose. Oh, we also have to draw his arms, too. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, we gotta get kind of creative with his mouth. He has 6 teethers. 6 teethers. We don't have to be precise, but he's kind of a smiling kind of skull, so I mean, all skulls are kind of smiling anyways, but he's a very happy servo skull. He's very happy with his job. He really likes working for me. I'm a very good boss, if I do say so myself. Will the arms be in one of those preaching poses? I was thinking about having just like this. I don't know if you understood what I mean when I did that, but that's. I was just gonna like, let's see. He's got like a block underneath him. That's probably gonna go up to here-ish. And then the arms kind of connect up here. So I was just gonna do like. I was just gonna do something like this. And his claws. It was gonna be like that. Because he's in stained glass style, so we kind of have to mess with his proportions a little bit. So he's gonna be more like... I'll probably pull the arms back so it's more like claws here. I feel like that makes sense. Given we've never seen him work, I'm sure he's very content skull that relaxes on the couch and watches Netflix all day. That's true. That's true. He has worked very hard for me in the past, so I give him a lot of leniency. He's very good. He's a very good skull. We're gonna get our 6 teeth in. I think I need to make his nose big. His teeth are humongous. Let's fix that. now he looks scary. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, that's probably more accurate to the shape. He used to work all day and night at the computer. Yeah, he did. He used to do a lot of that. And now he gets to joyride in the Baneblade and his Land Raider. It's not really a joyride because I allow him to. Less of a joyride. Okay, so his eyes are here-ish. So he's got... I think I drew this a little wrong. We're gonna move these up. He needs more cheekbone, I think. Yes, he does. Okay. So, we're gonna do... that. That's better. That's better. That's much better. I mean, he needed more cheekbone to him. Steve B, like he's got that real nice cheekbone look when he was alive. Yeah, I needed a little bit more. He was a little too round, which is okay. I need to drop this a little bit. That's too big. Okay, so... okay. And then these are gonna go right here. Do you like my measurement system? How I determine how, like... I eyeball how, like, long something is. I, like, just go boop. And like, boop. It's not accurate. Not 100% accurate, but I feel like I do a decent job of being like, ah, that's about what I need it to be. I might make this a little smoother. That. The measurement system of Mark 1 eyeball. Yeah. He's got too much cheekbone. He's too handsome now. He's too handsome. That's okay. That nose is a little too low now. Like a happy medium. This is the middle. And I'll adjust the... okay. Now. Headphones. So that's vaguely where things are. Art. Circles are so hard to, like, replicate. Okay. Those are about the same size. This one's a little off, but that's okay. Sorry, drinking my water. Okay. And now we're gonna do the plate on his face. I don't know why I wanted him to have 3 eyes. I think it was like one of his original augmentics, but I don't know why he actually had 3 eyes. I didn't make up lore for that. I didn't make up lore for why Steve has 3 inputs for his eyeball on his left side. Okay, so that is that. There's one for zoom and enhance. Oh no, that makes sense. Now he needs, so he has a that. He's got a little like stripey stripe. Oh, he also does have cables. Forgot about the cables. He just has them up here though, so maybe we'll just do a little. Oh, actually, that actually turned out really slick. I like that. I like that. And then his little eyes. So what's the relationship in eye? These are really that, and then are they right next to each other? They sit under the eye. There. And then I will adjust this. Actually, I could probably... We're gonna do that. Because technically... It only goes a little bit. I might need... I can make the eyes bigger. I can make the eyes bigger. Oh, it could be that he can see things in like infrared or ultraviolet. No, that's a good point. That is a very good point. Ugh. There we go. That's the gist. Okay. I like the idea though that Steve helps with the streaming. You guys hear that? Bro. Did you guys hear that bump? I'm really curious. Delivery person, like, I swear they like threw a package. Oh my gosh. It was so loud. I was like, what the heck? No, that was someone at the front door. They like chucked a package, I think. Oh my gosh, that was so loud. No, that wasn't me. I was so confused. I was like, what the heck, man? What I was saying is that, no, if Steve followed me around and he had, like, streaming equipment, and he filmed IRL streams, I think that'd be funny. Well, this isn't like regular mail. It's like Amazon. I think it is. I'm not sure actually. I assume it's Amazon because I think they like They deliver at like crazy times now. Like I can never like anticipate when they'll get here. Amazon comes with the normal mail. When you are overseas, that is likely the case. Amazon in the United States can come with the normal mail, but because we're in the States, like they usually like they can come at different times. So oh my gosh, now I need to see all these messages. Wait, hang on. Speaking of funny delivery interactions, delivery driver delivering a blunted sword decided to kick the package. The yelp he made when his foot contacted the solid bar of steel was quite a thing. Was he like pushing it so it was closer to the door, or was he kicking it because he was mad? Because bro, don't do that. Yeah, Amazon in the USA is through the Amazon driver or someone else, yeah. And they just go through the app. Yeah. Or a flex driver. Oh, is that what they're called? The flex driver is a random person that can pick up the gig for the day through the app, and it's not usually checked by Amazon if your package shows up. Yeah. I don't know like who it was. I'd have to take a look at the cameras, but that's hilarious. That he's like a kick. Well, people kick things sometimes, but sometimes it was like a light little like, oh, I'm just gonna push this forward with my foot. That's very different. He did not want to walk an extra 3 meters, so because it was light, he tried to kick it like a football. Yeah, that's on him. How is he not gonna get like reported for that though? Like, usually like you get enough complaints, like Amazon will just be like, no. Like, especially when it's a sort of situation that they're like mishandling packages. I don't know. It's beyond me. I'm not in charge of that sort of thing. I'm not in charge. It's like, dude, I would never punt a package. That's like a like, unless I knew there was a plushie in it and it was for a friend. Like, I'm like, I'm not gonna punt like a package. Like, that's so bizarre to me. Because if you report them, nothing happens. At least that's the case here, because our last postman was the worst. He broke stuff all the time. He's only gone because he requested transfer after an interesting encounter with our neighbors. Oh, I really want to know that tea, because, oh, I bet that's interesting. I don't think there was a need to report that. I live in a flat, and there were like 10 people watching it from the balcony. He had 10 people laughing at him when he stumbled back to his car. Yeah, no, you don't report him at that point. That's hilarious. That's what you get. That's funny. Oh, goodness. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, no, don't report. I was just like, man, that's like crazy. Like, especially like if like people are kicking packages and they break stuff. It's like, I don't know. The lack of care. Like, I know you probably don't like your job, and that's fair. It's completely reasonable to not be a huge fan of of your job, but like, the last thing I would want is someone to kick my packages, so why would I do that for someone else's? That's just me. I don't work that job, so, you know, could be very different. Let's see. Inevitably going to erase this line. Oh, dude, yeah, it's rough when you're like in an apartment situation. Honestly, hang on, I'm gonna go get that package. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I should go grab that. One moment. Dude, that package got yeeted. It's so beat up. It's like a box inside a bag, and the bag is so beat up. Yikes. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it. Just in case things are broken. I was like, oh, it doesn't look very good. It does not look very good, boys. Let's see. We're gonna make this second set of arms like really short, so I don't have to deal with it as much. Drivers have no room to complain about hating their job. They get paid so much. Well, I don't know. I have to look at the camera to see who this was. It would be like, and I'm not familiar, and consider things may pay differently depending on the area you live in. But I don't know, based on the condition of said package, I don't know if it was a regular Amazon driver. But I'm not 100% sure. So I can't, like, confirm that at the moment. You know what would look adorable, make him easier to draw in stained glass if he had his arms behind his back like a butler? I actually don't think that would make it easier. His arms are so long. And how do you draw that in a way that it's easy to tell what he's doing? Like, it's very cute, and I think in normal art it would look just fine, but as it is, like, that's gonna kind of be a little harder to pull off. Because the arms are gonna have to cross. And then that looks weird. I don't know. The arms look okay. What are we trying to draw Steve doing? Nothing. He's just, we're doing, like, stained glass version of Steve. I do think Steve, like, in a butler, like, would look very, very cute, but in stained glass, I think it's just a lot harder. Unless you're like a master artist and you like can draw it in like an instant. It's like, if you could draw it, more power to you. I recognize where my capabilities lie. And it is not in drawing Steve like that. We're just gonna go with simple claws, I think. Because if you think it would be easy to draw, I would love to hear your tips. But as I see it, I'm like, oh, that sounds way more complicated than what I was trying to do. I mean, more with his hands and part of his arms hidden behind his back. He doesn't have a back. He doesn't have a back. How do I make it work? His arms look kind of dumb. Maybe I would just not draw the arms. Maybe he'll just like... I don't know. Do you think he'd just be better without the arms? We can remove this little gold block. His box has a rear side, but it's not his back. It is behind him, but he doesn't have a spine. I'll make the box a little smaller. So it's not as, like, annoying to look at. Yeah, I think he's just better if he's just sitting like this. If you want to match it perfectly on both sides, you can only draw half of him in the mirror and by folding it. Thank you, Necromancer's Palette. I know I could do that, but like at this point, we kind of have him drawn. And I don't need it perfect because it is stained glass. So like there's some stuff that are going to look different. And also, if Steve was a symmetrical character, I would. But I don't think we're going to do the arms. I just don't think the arms will look as like nice as I'd like them to look. If I tried to do the arms, like it just, when you're trying to take, he's like he's 3D. I mean, he's 2D in this right here, but like trying to flatten him so like his arms like look right is just gonna be weird. If I had a model in front of me and I could like position him, it would work. Arms out holding the frame of the glass. I don't think that would work. Because that requires a level of perspective that stained glass doesn't typically allow for. I don't mean to shoot down the ideas. I just don't know how that would work. And thank you for the bits, by the way. Naked hands. Put on gloves. No, I refuse. I can make my hands more fancy. I have a kind of a glove. Not really gloves. So now we're gonna kind of like... I'm just gonna do very like basic like lines for the stained glass. This. I will probably adjust thing. Go. Make his head a little, like, smaller. No, I feel so, this looks, I don't know, I don't think I like it anymore. Oh, I don't know if I like this anymore. I don't know if I like it anymore, guys. Oh gosh, this doesn't, not that I was expecting it to be perfect, because I'm not much of an artist, but I don't know if I like it. I just like looked at it on my OBS and like from a distance I was like, oh gosh, I don't know if I like it. It's fine. We're already here. I just don't want it to mess up the whole thing because other people did really nice stained glass stuff that I'm using for fun, and then now it's just like, oh, Yeah, the teeth may be a little bit off, but like comparatively to like what we already have, I might draw them a little different, but like compared to like what the other skulls look like, it's not too different. I could probably do more teeth. That might make it look better. Fine, I just need to just keep drawing the lines. I'll start giving up on this if I just keep like thinking about it, so we just gotta we'll look at his teeth again. Do we like those teeth better? Are those teeth better? I like him, I'm gonna draw him. More power to you. Yeah, those teeth are better. Okay. Yeah, more teeth probably makes it look good. Okay. More teeth. We did this. Alright, this line is not quite even to the other one. That's okay. Angles. That'll do. Okay. And then these are going to be big and red. Alright. So, now that we have the Steve, what should the generic idea for the area around him be? So we have this space to work with and the area up here too. We could do like the window pane thing where we can have just regular panes. We have options. Does the Auxilia have a logo? Probably not one we want to use here. It's a little complicated. We could do the my symbol, which is the diamond in the wing. We could probably do it like up here. But I was saving that for the other stained glass. Glowing sun-like circle. Oh, so like it's like radiating from him, so it's like. So we've got like lines like this, and he like glows because he's the bestest boy. Because he is the bestest boy. Inquisition logo. He's not Inquisition agent though. If he was, it's more like homage to Steve because he's so cool. Compared to these other skulls, so it's like all these skulls, but this is the skull. This is the guy. The glow. Yeah, okay, we'll do. I don't know if I could get a decent circle behind him. So we'll just do like the radiating lines. We'll just start like this. Kudos to the people that can actually like plan and like design these. Like, it's very impressive. So we'll start like that. So we'll make it a little bigger.
Steve has become an Imperial Saint, and he's the coolest guy ever. I won't let anyone tell me otherwise. Well, Sanguinius is the coolest guy ever, but Steve is pretty amazing. We can't deny this. Heresy. It's heresy otherwise. Yes, he is the bestest boy. This one will look a little bit weird because we've got that arch in there, but that's okay. And I guess we'll just go... Oh, let's just do this. Have the meat in the middle. That. There. Steve. And then we'll do, let's see. We're gonna do like just the regular. So, okay, so question. Do we do these in a pattern? So it's like we've got little triangles. Oh, I should draw. 1 second. Ooh. So do we do like this here where we just have regular just kind of breaks in the glass? Or do we keep it like pane and rectangular and we just go and then alternate? Don't know. I'm not sure what the answer is. Usually it's alternating lengths, mostly rectangular in shape to contrast a more rounded and colorful background. Well, could you explain more, please? Because rounded and colorful background, this is more angular, whereas Steve is more round. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I just want to make sure I understand what you're trying to articulate here. Because... yeah. Because we could do it and we could break it up that way, but I was thinking because it's already more angular. Stained glass is different. We do it different than you guys, but ours are more... it's more blobs of color than defined shapes. Okay, well, since we're not doing it the same style then, is your recommendation still the same? Because it doesn't sound like it should be because the style is different. So it sounds like I should probably try to do something different and not that. but I want to make sure I'm understanding that right. Portable heart. We're gonna put it on this mug. Very cute. And I guess I don't have to decide right away. I can, we could tape it down and then go from there. We might do that. Let's see, let's take a look. Just want to see what it looks like with... Yeah, I think that'll look nice. I think that'll work. We'll get to that point later. I kind of want to start. I want to stop drawing and I want to start like putting him together. Trying to do it without like disturbing the paper. Shoot, I just messed that up. It's not too messed up, at least it dried a little bit, but this little bottom area, I definitely just put my fingers all over that. All right. Okay, I think... So, I'm kind of hesitating. I don't think we're gonna do Steve in the big line art style. I think we gotta go with, like, the really, like, thin lines. I think that's honestly what's gonna look best. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really fast. Because I think that'll be, I need to do that really quickly before I get into this, because I won't be able to focus. Yes, Steven. We are making another Steve. Okay, I will be right back. It'll be like 30 seconds, hopefully. You're partying when I leave? That makes me sad. Okay, so the segment each with the rays of light to equal length, and then use 2 colors. The finished thingy. Okay. Got it. I think I understand what you're saying. I think I understand what you're saying. All right. Let me get my practice page out. Where did I put it? I had it a second ago. Oh, right. Okay. Fish. This one definitely needs to be cleaned out. Yes, well, it's going. We just got the sketch done for the Steve version. To be determined how the lining goes, but we'll see. Oh, okay. I think it's clogged. Yeah, that's pretty thick. There you go. I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it for the most part. Okay. That's why I have my test page. Woo. All right. Okay. Him sit for a second. Do I need to roll this one? No. Okay. One second. Da 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 da. I'm ordering Taco Bell. I'm happy because Saturdays are my Taco Bell days. And it brings me joy. It's really silly, but it brings me joy. Gonna get that sweet, sweet Taco Bell. 1 second. Yeah, Taco Bell days. I mean, yeah. I mean, usually it's not every Saturday, but usually like when I'm like streaming during like lunchtime, it's like, why not? Especially if it's like a tabletop game day. And I have a gift card. Thank you very much. I think it'll be just short, actually. My gift cards. Yeah, I have to pay 75 cents. Thank you for the gift cards. I appreciate them. Okay. It's the silly things of life. I mean, yeah, it is very fun, and it's nice to get like a little treat sometimes. I'm gonna be cutting back on fast food after going out for lunch every day. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, it's completely fair, and that's kind of why I try to limit it to like certain like days where it's like Saturdays I know I can work out longer than I normally do. So like I don't feel as bad about getting Taco Bell because I'm like, oh well, I can just work out a little bit more today. I have the time for it. Taco Saturdays. It's just for Taco Bell. I'm not like making any statements on which is the most correct. I guess I feel like we gotta do the skull first. Kind of want to do the lines because then that's like, I'm like, oh, easy. Ugh, the bubble. The bubble, it got me. The dumb air bubble, like, just... Dang, it messed up this line. It was going so well until it didn't. Fine, I can get at it with an X-Acto knife later. Okay. Sad. Okay. Yeah. It is just, this bottle is not behaving today. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I definitely got off the line here. You can't see it very well, but my line, it's off. It's off, but it's okay. It's hard when like I can't move my head super far to see like the line. Like, ugh. I can always redo the lines later. I brought all the colors out and then I realized like, oh, we're probably not going to use any of the colors today because this will probably need to dry. Not that I mean, I've done this and then done like the coloring like an hour or so later. But I was like, oh, well, I guess we don't really need to worry about that, huh? Mission accomplished. Butler Steve has been created. Where is this Butler Steve? I must see him. I must assess him. It's in the memes channel. Let me take a look. Memes channel on the Discord. Oh, he looks very nice. I like him. He looks very nice. He's got his little arm behind his back and a bow tie and a little suit. He's beautiful. I love him. 10 out of 10. Very good, Servo Skull. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's very great. Oh, that moved in a way I wasn't expecting. Let's not do that. Okay. Now we'll do... Ow! Oh, ouch. That hurt. Honestly, doing these like lines is like very therapeutic. It feels very, very nice. I'm like, this is so relaxing just doing these like very straight lines. Before we get into like the nitty-gritty details. And I can confirm it's a lot easier when you can see the line as you're doing them. Like I could see the spots that I've like traced. It is a lot easier. Yeah, he's very radiant. Yeah? hello. Welcome in, Cthulhu. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just making some unorthodox stained glass art. That. I don't know what happened there. This will be interesting. Yeah, I might redo this line, at least this portion. I saw Lady Custodes doing Warhammer art and I figured it'd be a fun place to hang while I paint. Yes, what are you painting? Yes, what I would like to know what you're working on. Doesn't have to be Warhammer, I'm curious. And hi Lars, welcome in, welcome in. Finishing up some Night Lord Raptors. Ooh, nice. That sounds fun. I gotta keep working on my Custodes army. It'll get done. It'll get done eventually. But I like doing different things. Like doing a little bit of like different like fun art stuff. One second. Ah, stop. Okay. Your Custodes are much farther along than my poor Space Wolves. Well, don't compare. Comparison, you don't need to compare. It doesn't matter how far along I am compared to other people's stuff. I'm just saying I need to work on them. I want to work on them. I want them to be a completed army. That's the goal. No need to compare here. Though you should work on your stuff. I agree with that. Set that there. And then decide the attack plan for the rest of the skull. I think we'll start with the skull head. Here goes nothing. Oh, please. Stop that. It's not coming out even. Oh, gosh. I was like, no, this is like the most important part and I need it to come out like nice and even. It was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. I want to make your life difficult. can't believe I was able to get that in one big continuous line. I'm very impressed. I was locked in, ready to go. Yes, the gamer subs is what keeps me locked in. Definitely that. Use code Aurelia to get 10% off your gamer subs. Boom. There we go. Look at him. What a cute little guy. Alright, Guess we'll do his little headphones next. Here's the real question, what does Steve listen to? He kind of listened to, like, whatever he kind of feels like. Actually, I'm not going to do these little bits here, because they're going to get lost in, like, the details. Kind of like whatever he feels like, if I'm being honest. He has his own, like... He has his own, like, preference. Probably a bit of classical, because it's, like, relaxing. But I also think he wouldn't mind a little bit of rock every once in a while. Or like an alternative. You know, when he's like really feeling like a bad boy. When he's really feeling like a bad boy, I could see him doing that. A little bit of the old AC/DC. Maybe just a little. These circles will be interesting because I already have kind of like thick lines for some of the other ones. So like, I forgot how thick even these like thin lines can get because of how goopy they are. So out of curiosity, I know I have some people who read and have like a little book club for Warhammer books. Ooh, that's it. That is not a circle. Well, that's okay, I guess. We'll figure that out. Has anyone read Era of Ruin yet? I am almost done with it, and I was really disappointed because when I first started, like, I should have realized it when I was looking at like the book itself, but I didn't realize it was going to be like a series of short stories. And like the short stories are like okay, but there haven't been any that have like wowed me or I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed, I really like this. It was just they've all been kind of mediocre in my opinion. That's kind of like where I'm at, but there's been some stories I'm like, oh, I enjoyed that one, you know, for insert reason. So I was just curious what other people think about those style of the books, because I enjoyed Korax because Korax was like a series of like short stories and I thought that was interesting and I liked those, but like I feel like this one was just overall a little disappointing. This last one is about Diocletian, one of the Emperor's custodians, and I'm really liking that one, but like I don't know, that might just be me. Oh, Mala, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. Like, I'm not really sure, like, if this is just all of the books, but just that one I just didn't prefer. I was like, oh, this is a little disappointing. Some of the stories are okay, some of them are fine, but overall, I was just not super impressed. His little teeths. Ooh. That does not look quite right. I started reading a while ago, but I started with the Tau. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I've heard the Tau books are good. I think it's the Farsight ones specifically that are like really good. But I haven't taken the time to read them. Let's see. I typically like short story anthologies because it broadens the view of the settings to more than just the main quest. That said, I don't really read any Warhammer literature. No, and that's fair. I do think like there is like there are moments where that's like really useful for getting more context of like the greater story. But I felt like they didn't add as much. Like there was some stuff I'm like, oh yeah, that's an interesting like concept. Like I didn't think about that. But like for the most part, I was just kind of like I left it kind of like, okay, it was fine. Like it wasn't great, it wasn't horrible, but there aren't any stories that like that were like wowed me and I was like, wow, okay, that's like really cool. I didn't think about that. All of these other skulls look so serious, and Steve just looks like the derpiest guy in town. Like, he looks so derpy. I'm like, oh crap, like I really... he looks so derpy. So far, 0 to 2 on the Horus Heresy books. They've not been good reads so far. Which ones did you read? Because that's the question. Oh, hang on one moment. You read A Thousand Suns book and the Praetorian of Dorn. The Praetorian of Dorn is okay. I wouldn't necessarily have gone with those as my first options for reading some of those books. Though I would not have started with those personally. If you already have a general idea of like the Horus Heresy, like Horus Rising, obviously the first one is a good one. A Galaxy in Flames. That one's really messed up. Yeah, I haven't read the Thousand Suns one, but I don't imagine it would really grab your interest. The Primarch novels are technically part of the Horus Heresy, but they talk about like the Primarch's past experiences. The Praetorian of Dorn I thought was interesting, but just because I had more context for the character prior to, but as like reading it for the first time, and not so much. I was going off what my LGS or what Audible recommend. Oh, don't listen to Audible. Don't listen to Audible. Audible will not always recommend you the things in the right way. Don't listen to Audible. Taco Bell. I haven't read them in order. I jump around, but the really short story ones don't always come out particularly good. I've never seen this before, guys, so I got a combo that has a 5-layer burrito, a regular taco, and then it comes with like the cinnamon twists. But I also got nacho cheese, which usually goes with the chips, like with regular like tortilla chips. But I have the cinnamon crisps. So I don't think I will be using the nacho cheese for my cinnamon crisps. I don't think they will taste as good. Taco Bell, she's just like us for real. I love Taco Bell, man. Mala, I love Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. We're gonna take a little munch break while I eat probably just the burrito. You can always dip the burrito in the cheese, but the burrito already has the cheese on it. So it's a conundrum. This is actually gonna go on my lap, because that is gonna spill, and I don't want burrito on my lap. I don't like picking up the Space Marine book and reading about the annoying normals. The normals. I hope you like that impression. That's why the Kakaragons trilogy and the Black Legion duology are really good. Yeah, I mean, the Night Lords one is similar too. You do get some human context, but it's really good.
To be honest, I need to get back into reading. I haven't finished the Imperial Creed. I don't know if I read that one already. But, yeah, and honestly, if you get to a point in a book, you're like, man, this is boring. Stop reading it. Like, you don't have to keep reading it. And, like, I know that's hard, because, like, oh, man, I bought the book. Like, why would I do that? But honestly, you can always put down a book. Night Lord's trilogy is overrated. They're not bad, but they didn't make me a super fan glazer like a lot of people did. Well, I have the same experience. I'm not, like, a huge super fan. But I did like the series, and I did want to know more. Like, I would put down one book, and I'm like, man, I want to know what happens in the next one. Like, I was immediately interested in what was going to happen next. But I'm not, like... I'm still, like, the Night Lords are really bad dudes. I still am not, like, a huge fan of them, but I do like them. Like, I like them a little more. I find them more interesting. At least that particular group of Night Lords. They don't give me napkins? No, they did. They're on my lap. I feel that after the first 5 or so Horus Heresy books, you can jump around whatever books, factions you like to learn more about. Yeah, you can do that. I think I read, like, 2 of the first 5, and I haven't gone back to read the other 3. We'll never know what Decimus is gonna do. Because Aaron Dembski-Bowden thinks he shouldn't do what everyone wants him to do with his characters. I mean, as long as he does a good job writing it, I don't care. I love it being... Why did they do this? Why did they do this? I asked for hot sauce, and I asked for like 5 of them, and they sent me every flavor. They sent me every flavor. I just wanted one kind. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not worth getting up. I just like the hot. It's like, it's fine. I'll have the fire sauce and the mild one. I was just like, oh, why'd you give me all separate ones? Oh. I do not like the flavor of this one. I do have a bottle, but it's not worth it to go up and grab it right now. I'm almost done. Not worth it. Let's not get into physically the strongest conversation here. That's not gonna be fun for anyone to chat about. So, it's not like I get bored of Imperial Creed, though it does get boring. I just got busy with life. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. That does happen. I have lulls of where I'll be like, read a ton of Warhammer books, and then I'll just kind of slow down and stop. Just because life gets busy. Hello, Zero. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I am shining very bright with my Taco Bell. My Baja Blast. I'm very excited. I am very excited because they used to have the double-decker taco, and I discovered it, and right after I discovered it, they got rid of it, but they're bringing it back for they're calling it Decades Y2K, which is funny. So they're bringing back some of their stuff, and I can't wait to have the double-decker taco. They're bringing back their apple empanada, and I'm like interested, but like, I don't know. Never had it. I love the apple empanada. I have the Taco Bell app and they're like, members on the Taco Bell app get like first crack. And I was like, I don't know if I want it. Very good, but not as good as if I had regular hot sauce. It's fine. It's fine. I do wonder with Taco Bell how they're going to bring all this stuff back, because I thought they would do it all at once, but it seems like they might be doing it in waves. Because I thought about doing a stream where I like tried all the food from this new stuff, but like if I can't get them all fresh, like I'm like, ugh. That's not going to work very well if I order things and they come out slowly over the course of like several weeks. I don't know if that's going to work very well. Yeah, catch you later, Soko. Have fun. Will I eat my taco? Okay, I'm almost done. Don't worry. Okay, one moment while I throw this away and wipe up my hands. I just noticed there's more radiant lines between the skull and the halo. Yeah, I wanted to do the the halo part first before I finished connecting those lines. I didn't want it to look dumb. I was falling asleep reading through Kingdom of Iron. I had to skip to Throne of Light. Honestly, I was thinking about it, like, and those book titles, they sound like they're from some sort of, like, young adult fiction story. You ever notice those stories are like Noun of Noun, Kingdom of Fire, Throne of Light, something of something, Court of Thorns and Roses, something like that. That's what it made me think of, even though I know it. You've got Warhammer stuff. Just makes me laugh. That's good Baja Blast today. All right. We will continue. Let's see. I might do this a little differently. Whoa, what happened here? There we go. What the heck? It got clogged.
Alright, there we go. Got the first part. That wasn't me, that was me. I was leaning in my chair. I didn't make that noise. That was the chair making that noise. Just, you know, just to clarify. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Welcome in, Blackstuck. Nice, you're from Thailand? Awesome. That's pretty cool. Well, I hope you're having a good... Oh, what time is it there? Morning? Early morning, I think. Well, why are we saying sure? What does this mean? What does this mean? I do not understand. I don't know what I said to warrant this response. I want to say like 2 a.m. Oh, I didn't know. I was like, is it early or is it late? I can't remember. Oh, it was the chair noise. Oh, yeah. No, that was the chair. I have like a little like cushion, but the seat is kind of leather-like. Not leather, actually, but... I wouldn't lie about that. That's a silly thing to lie about. I think I have, like, farted on stream before, but usually, either the mic doesn't pick it up, or we don't say anything about it. What army do you like? I'm a Custodes player. I like the Custodes. They're my awesome, glorious, golden banana boys. They're incredible. I like them a lot. I also like Blood Angels. And if I had to choose a Xenos army, I'd probably choose Eldar because their models look really good right now. That's just me. Yeah, it's just a duck. I just have a duck here in my room. Oop, oop. I played Eldari. Played. You don't currently play? You said you were a Warhammer player from Thailand, so do you actively play or do you play with another army? Honestly, I might just leave these little tiny bits out. That means I could have made this bigger. No, I should include them. I'll fix that. The bits make Steve? Well, not always. Like, this is a tiny bit. Like, in other pieces of Steve, he doesn't have these. So, that's why I was like, do I really want to include them? Now we'll get these. There. I want to get into tabletop and try to do a Dark Angels army. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want to like play some like tabletop, I recommend Tabletop Simulator. There's a lot of mods that you can use to play like Warhammer games. So if you want to like try and see what it's like before spending a lot of money, time, and like painting minis, like there's a lot of cool stuff, so I highly recommend it. You do have to pay for Tabletop Simulator. I think it's like 20-25 bucks. But really a great way to get introduced to like playing without having to spend too much money. It's on Steam. We're gonna give his nose a little bit more. I made it a little small. Hopefully that smooths out and looks a lot nicer after it's dried. Looks a little gross right now. Okay. Basically on the last part. We're not going to do all these lines. I was like thinking about it and I was like, I think I want to do it a little different than how I had laid it out. It'll sort itself out once we have all the colors in it. Right now it might look a little gross. I'm trying to like reference these other skulls, so like I'm like, okay, this is what like this is kind of the style that they used for that skull, and like I think I did too many little pieces when I was sketching it out, so I think the bigger ones will like be better. And if I need to make tinier ones, like we can do that. Yeah. Yes, too. We're making some window art today. Coming along quite nicely. He looks really derpy, but like considering I sketched this by hand, it's like it is to be expected that it will not look perfect. I do not draw in my spare time. So it's completely reasonable that he looks a little special. But that's okay. He is a special servo skull. He is very special to me. And I love him. Did you play Kill Team? No, I have not played Kill Team. Mainly I've played games with my friends on Tabletop Simulator. 1,000 points. That's usually what we play. So nothing fancy. Well, I mean, would you even call Kill Team fancy? That's the question. Do you consider Kill Team to be fancy? Probably most people would say no. And then we'll do one more. Only thing, I think this looks better than what we had like traced. I think that's an improvement. Not as many little lines because he's a centerpiece, so he can have bigger sections. Yeah. Yeah. This works. Oh, he's so derpy. He's so derpy. He's so derpy. You can tell someone else drew him. That someone else is me. And then we're just gonna do a very, like, standard, just kind of straight lines, I think. And we'll do... Take care of that with a toothpick. There we go. he's a very beautiful Cinco de Mayo like skull. Yeah, kind of. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Adam, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Or it's technically becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stained glass art. I gotta change that. I gotta fix that. Little glob right there. Let's see. Up into here. Honestly, doing the straight lines I think are like my favorite part. It just feels so nice. Makes me very, very happy. I came across your channel the other day. My roommate, who is a Blood Angels player, told me about you and had to check you out because I just started my Custodes army. Yes, I like both you and your roommate. That's amazing. I love Blood Angels too. I have only a couple Blood Angel minis. I need to paint them. But yes, I am in the middle of painting my Custodes army, doing something a little different today, just kind of for fun. But yes. I love the Custodes. They're so cool. Those guys, they're my favorite. I like them a lot. I'm also, I'm a huge sucker for Sanguinius and the Blood Angels. I just like my Hawk boy. He's great. He was the coolest guy that ever was. The coolest guy. Who's your buddy? I'm curious. I'm curious if I recognize the name. But your roommate's very cool. I'm glad he introduced you. Did you just get started in the Warhammer, or are you just did you just start getting into just painting? I'm always curious how people get their starts in the community. He is the best boy, yes. Okay, you're right. The Emperor is very cool. I really like his son. Is that wrong? Is that wrong of me to say that I think his son is cooler? The Lords of Pizza call. Oh, you better answer those Lords of the Pizza. That's a very good summons. Oh, these were part of the same one. Oh. Well. Oops. Well, I guess I'm fixing that later. I think the nozzle's getting clogged again. Eeh. Yep, I think so. I don't know how, because I've been using it pretty consistently. Okay. Really concerned I'll squeeze and this whole thing is going to explode. And then I will be very sad. Alright, maybe we'll just take a break from using this bottle. Oh, I didn't have this one in the jug, though. Oops. Oh, it just had a little clog in it. I think we'll be good then. Yay! Fixed! Problem solved. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to call Sanguinius daddy. Only I can do that. You can't. That's illegal. I'm sorry. You just can't. That's just not allowed. That's like another form of heresy right there. That's like, I don't know. That does not look good. And you're one of my mods. It's not look good for you. You've been a good and loyal servant, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'm gonna flip this around. It's actually easier when it's like laid out like this. I want to do a corrupted Sanguinius Soulblight kit bash. That's also heresy, but it would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I won't deny that. That does sound kind of fun. Think he's calling Big E Daddy? Even greater. You can't know. You can't say heresy like that. That's incredibly heretical. That's very heretical. That's a ooh. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Primarch of Tzeentch, Sanguinius? Yeah, but Sanguinius wouldn't fall to Tzeentch. That's not really, like, his thing. Thank you for the bits, Dinofam, but, like, that's not Sanguinius's vibe. He was always like, you know what? I don't know what the future is, but, like, we have the ability to, like, change it, and all hope, like, hope is not lost as, like, a result. Whereas, like, Kurz thought it wasn't that way. But I personally think, like, he's more likely to fall, like, obviously Khorne. Khorne really wanted to be his buddy. Yeah, he didn't change the future. He thought he could, but he was basically saying, because, like, Kurz was like, we can't change anything, the world sucks, blah, 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 and he was like, he was being a bit much, and Sanguinius, like, it's not always set in stone. he's like, yeah, the future may be uncertain, but like we can try our best. Like we can make the most of what we have. So I wouldn't say he faults a Zinj. Sanguinius would fall to Slaanesh. That one's hard too. I think Khorne is honestly the best one for him. I started playing Warhammer in 2018 with 8th and bounced between armies, and I was playing 30k till the new edition and want to get back to 40k, saw Combat Patrol for Custodies on sale and bought it. Ooh, nice! Nice. Getting it on sale is very good. A good deal. I like the Custodies. One of my favorite units is the Telemon Dreadnought, and you can basically make it so it like punches everyone's teeth in. It's fantastic. It's honestly, it's peak. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. 10 out of 10. Like, just absolutely like incredible. It's my favorite. I want to get a Telemon Dreadnought, but they're all like the resin ones, and I don't know if I want to get a resin one. No, I don't want to get a resin one. Because I think I also have to get all like the extra parts like separate, and it's like, ew, that's so gross. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm trying to see if they release something new for 30k for Custodies that I can just have. We will see. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting because I noticed as I was going through this that the pattern was gonna meet up. So I picked a section that I was like, okay, if I can make this like look somewhat like not like, it'll look a little weird, but I didn't want the pattern to look like it was like overlapping. So it's not gonna be perfect, but it won't like be so obvious that the patterns were going to line up. Yeah, see? Look at that. You can tell it's a little it's a little different here, but like from a distance. When you look at it in the grand scheme of things, like you can't really tell. I'm gonna redo this one here. Go. Oops, I dropped that. Are you gonna outline the top and bottom of the panel? Maybe? I hadn't really thought about that. That's a good point. Actually, I don't like the way this one looks either. I'll have to figure that one out. And you know what? Perhaps I should just outline it. That might help me out a little bit. Yeah, you're right. I will need to outline it. You're totally right about that. Good point. I gotta let this sit for a second. I've always liked Custodies because of if the Emperor had the text-to-speech device with Kitten. Yeah, I liked him before that. Well, okay, so before I started streaming, I was reading the Warhammer books. And I was like, dude, these Custodians... I think it was like Master of Mankind is what did it for me. That book, such a great book. And I think that's what made me fall in love with the Custodians. They're just so cool. Whew. Don't do that, please. I said don't do that! No! That line was really good too, what the heck? Aw, man. Dang it, dang it, dang it. You butt. You're an absolute butt. It messed... Look at that. It messed up the whole line. Dang it. It was like one of my better lines too, bro. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just crying. Just crying. On the inside and the outside. Not the outside. More the inside, but like... Oh. Dang nabbit. Yeah. Man. Okay, wish I had a Q-tip with... Oh wait, I do. I have a Q-tip right here. That'll help me get some of this. If I can grab one. Eh. Okay. I'm so sad. It's a really good line too. Okay. Alright, it's alright. Fixing it. Okay. There. Yeah, emotional damage was sustained. Okay, we're gonna let that say. You are getting banished to the Shadow Realm. Okay. It has been fixed. Very sad because it was perfect to begin with, and I'm like, oh, my heart. But it's fine. The offending guy is no longer present. Locking in. Okay, that was really good. Oh, that was really good. Okay, you go in there. Don't touch it. I'm gonna fix this little guy here. Dude, that was like, that line is pristine. You guys can't really see, but it is like, that is a good line. It is a good line. Okay. Man, that sounded really bad, like I'm doing drugs or something. Like, oh yeah, that was a good line. That was a good line. Sorry, I just thought that and was like, dude, that sounds so bad if you took that out of context. We're just gonna do this edge over here. There. You know you're an artist when you're excited for the line. Yes. I do, honestly, the lines and like these really like angular ones, they were very satisfying to do versus the Steve. What I will also do, we're gonna have this one. I'm just gonna do kind of free. Oh, ah, ah, ah. I need to stop. I need to stop. Ah, I'm my own worst enemy. Oh my gosh, I just. Ah! Okay. I did have good lines until I keep messing them up. They're good until I bump them with my arm or my elbow or something else that just gets in the way. Oh, okay. Definitely gonna need a shower after this because I just got that all over my arm. Yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You're witnessing it right here. Oh, it looks good enough. From a distance, you can barely tell. Okay, so we are going to put our arms up high. And draw a line. There. And then sit. Line there. Only one about here-ish. Okay. Bring this closer to me. Move this out. Okay. Fix these lines. There we are. It is a very messy project. I'm savoring the experience. I want this to last longer. Definitely, that's definitely what I'm doing here. I'm definitely like doing this in a manner. I'm definitely, yeah, this is part of the plan. 100% this is part of the plan. Whew. But all in all, I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, I like I said before, the lines and like these are great. Skull, he is a little special. Don't judge him, okay? He's just a special little guy. He's just a special guy, okay? He's not like anything as like cool as these skulls do. He is unique. But that is part of the reason why I love Steve. He's amazing. So we have this that I'll put on this other side, so it'll be the same dudes. But yeah, I don't know if that'll be the next thing, because part of me wants to do all the coloring, but I feel like it makes more sense to do all of the coloring, like the rest of it, in one stream. So I might do this off stream if I'm feeling it. I'm not sure though. Or I could do that on stream. Are you suggesting I do it right now? We've been at this for about 4 hours. I'm getting shrimped. I'm getting shrimped pretty good here. There's a reason I gave him 6 servo studs of my artwork. Oh, wait, did you make artwork? Did you post something? Wait a second. 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 Look at him! Oh my gosh! Wait a second. Oh my gosh, that's so cute! I love the way you drew that. Man, I would have had a hard time putting that, I feel like, in, Oh man, I love that. He's so cute. I'm gonna show people. 1 second. Can I put it up here? Bowman, can I put it up on the screen? I should probably ask before I do that thing. Can I put him up on the screen? I would love to show people. Okay, I'll put it up. Here he is. This is what Bowman drew. Look at him. Oh my gosh. You're so talented. I love that. And you even got like the radiant lines all correct and everything. Man, if I had him holding like a boba tea, I didn't realize you were saying like behind him. Now that makes way more sense to me seeing it like this. It looks amazing. Look at that. Look, that is so cute. I love him. And he's got a boba tea, honestly. He's promoted. He brought me a boba tea. Steve knows exactly what I need and when I need it. That is so cute. That is like unbelievably cute. I love him. Thank you so much, Bowman. I've already saved it to my PC. I've already saved it to my PC. He's perfect. I love him. I love him. Look at that. Steve. Yeah, I'll probably do this one later. I gave him 6 servo studs as the maximum in lore is 5. He's very good. He's very good at his job. I like it. I like it a lot. He has served me very well and for a long time. How long? I will not say, but it has been a while. He has been around for a while and he's quite dashing and fantastic. I love that. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. I don't get Steve art very often, so it makes me happy when I see it. I love it. I think this will probably be where we call it today. Because this is a whole other... This is more detailed and I kind of need it to match that. I did do it pretty quickly. Well, I did it somewhat quickly last time. So I think I could do this on my own time and then we can do all the colors and it'll be very fun. I think. Oh yes, I will hydrate. Thank you, thank you. I have done the hydration. This is good. This is good. He's still very derpy and I'm a little insecure about it, but it's okay. It's okay. He's a little special. It's okay. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I don't think, yeah. We have Soulstorm tomorrow, so if you like Dawn of War or RTSs, I have been playing a Soulstorm campaign on the remastered version, which is lovely. I'm glad you liked it. I think the Skitters have overshadowed him as a mascot. Yeah, he was kind of just... He's kind of like my familiar, Steve. He just kind of hangs around. But the Skitters are definitely... The Skitters, it's like a virus. The Skitters are 100% like a virus, and they just take over anything and everything. You can't stop them. They skitter. Every time I hear the word skitter in a Warhammer book, I smile. It makes me laugh. It's like... the skittering, and it's like whatever, it's like a scarab or something else that's like small and it moves quickly. I was like, it skitters, and I'm like, ah, skitter. It's so bad. It's so bad. But I love them. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining me. We're doing Dawn of War tomorrow, Soulstorm at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully, let's see, we're gonna take down, I think, Chaos next. I think that's what the map said. Oh man, you need a vacation? Well, I don't know how to help you with that. I don't know how to help you with that. But in the meantime, join the Discord if you ever want to talk about like fun Warhammer stuff. There's a lot of nerds in there. And yeah, we have a really good time, so yeah. Let's see. We think? No, I think that's it. There's no announcements or anything else. Are you gonna take down the folks that hear the voices too? What voices? What voices? You should listen to the voices that tell you to do leg day. Don't skip leg day. Listen to those voices. Those are very good voices telling you, okay? Don't skip leg day.